Aries, welcome and happy November. Now, as usual, I do have another video out on my other YouTube channel, Brothers of the Sword Productions, and this actually is about the Brothers of the Sword and their history, and I do a translation of their seal and do a connection with Oak Island. This is a really long video, and you have to keep track of the details, but you'll be blown away by what I have proved in this video. Now you have a really good reading here, one that has a lot of fire energy. And I think a lot of people have been out of their energy. You know, we've had Mars retrograde, all these planets retrograde during the summer, all the eclipses, and now things are starting to settle down. I think you're starting to open your eyes and look around and see. Just not look, you're actually seeing things now. You're determining some new paths that you want to take. The rune that you received is Berkano. This is one about growth. It actually means birch tree, because after a fire, they're the first ones to recover and start new growth. This is a card that's really similar to the Empress. You know, it's about sexual pleasure, fertility, new things coming into your life, opening up your mind, looking for spiritual fulfillment. This is a card about gestation. You know, sprinkling some seeds around and getting some sprouts started, getting some ideas going, and moving forward with them. You know, there's always a little bit of a difficulty when things are just starting out, but if you can get over that hump, it's really going to take some wings. And the Minchiati card you received is hearing. You're going to be hearing some news. Something's going to be coming down the pike, and you're going to say, what's this? Wait a minute. Now, right off the bat, you have the King of Wands for the overall energy. And this conjoined with the Sun card, the card of prosperity. The King of Wands is about your desires, but now you're mature enough to accept the types of desires and have some realistic desires in your life. This is Wands, fire energy, and this could be you taking a mature outlook now on the decisions that you have to make. Or actually where you're drawing your attention to, because you have the Sun card there and it's shining a light on a lot of things in your life, bringing some understanding. Things that you just thought, what's this all about? All of a sudden it's like, oh yeah, that. You're having some aha moments, but some good ones too. You know, there's some bad ones and things that you have to cull out of your life. But then again, there's some good things that come out of this. You know, when there's understanding all of a sudden, then you have tolerance. Willing to make some new decisions with this tolerance. The Sun card is about prosperity and opportunities now that are going to be coming your way. You're going to have some new adventures and accepting some new things in your life. You know, something that, you know, you wouldn't even think about doing a long time ago because you thought there was too much risk in it. Now you have a mature outlook to handle the risk, to take these new experiences and really get a handle on them. It's about promotion of growth. It's about being receptive and open to new growth, new promises in your life. And right under the King of Wands and the Sun card, you have the Moon and the Ace of Wands. As I said, you've got a lot of fire energy, a lot of you involved in this, a lot of ego. But you know, you're finding a direction with your ego, not overdoing it. In essence, you're finding out who you are. You have the Sun and the Moon together, and it's saying that there's a truth coming out. Are you accepting truths now? Before you'd say, you're in denial. I don't want to deal with this anymore. But all of a sudden you are. It's opening up a lot of avenues because you are doing that. The Ace of Wands is saying that too. Seeds, new growth is coming. It agrees with the Berkano rune. It's like a spiritual revival, though, because you are finding yourself spiritually, emotionally, physically. It's all about you and your psyche. I know after this summer and how hard it was, I feel it's really harsh on me. A lot of people are now finding themselves again. But with this reset and retake on our lives, nothing ever happens the same, and now we're feeling a little different about things, questioning things, especially where we're going, what we want to do with our lives. And that's where the King of Wands comes in, because it is about your desires. Sure, you've been questioning a lot of things. You've got the Nine of Wands over there saying, yeah, you were kind of beat up. And now you're in this respite time, this time of reflection, a time of change. And here you have the Two of Swords with it. It's saying, yeah, there's some difficult decisions that you've had to make and that you're making now too, because you have to go forward. You're almost ready to leap over a finish line with a few things, and you're not sure quite what you want to do at this very end. You know, it's kind of like watching a movie and you're wondering, how is this going to end? You know, you're writing your own movie script right now. But there can be a happy ending there, because the cards in the center for what is or can be yours is the Six of Wands, a celebration card. And you have another Six of Cups with it. The Six of Cups is recollection and memory, things from your past. But it's saying here there's going to be some happy things that come together from your past. Bringing back some emotional stability. I don't know, feeling better and lauded for some things that you've done. A lot of times we feel like we've done everything wrong. And sometimes it feels really good just to have somebody say, yeah, that's really good, you did that right. The number 6 in itself, and you've got 2 6 cards there, is about endurance as well as harmony. And this is a love card as well too. A love number, actually. It's saying here you've been through some hard things. The Nine of Wands is there saying, yeah, you're kind of beat up, but you're there now with the King of Wands. You've got a mature attitude about things now. And the open avenue too with the Sun card. Now you have the Moon card and the Ace of Wands that I had mentioned. And all this is working all together. You know, there's been some darkness, but now there's the light of day coming in. Prosperity, changes, new seeds coming. And I pulled a lot of future cards. I've been doing that lately. And your first one is the Hierophant. So it's saying here, yeah, you've been looking for some truth. There's been a lot of some unknown things in your life that you've been questioning. Why is that there? Why did I do that? Why did that person say that? And it's saying here, yeah, it's time to take some new adventures. Find some new discoveries. Find yourself, because you have the Fool card there. You're looking for a new path to take. But this has to be just right. You know, it's going to be a long-term thing. You got the the Seven of Pentacles, which is another gestation card. Right along with Berkano. You spread some seeds around. Now you're going to have to tend the garden. You know, it doesn't matter who birthed the child. Who takes care of the child is the parent. You've got another decision card there. Another difficult decision. I think we've all had some difficult decisions lately. I think there's been some emotional upheavals in your life, because you have the Five of Cups there along with the Seven of Cups. That's a hard decision. Saying here there's some things in your past, and you've been living in the past. You haven't been living in the present and saying, okay, yeah, things didn't turn out quite right, and I have to accept that. You know, you have to move by baby steps sometimes and accept what happened. You know, and just move forward a little at a time. Because you have the Knight of Pentacles there, and he's the one that slowly accumulates things. That's where the gestation is happening. Things are changing. You're the Fool now and going on you're embarking on your new adventure. But you have to start understanding some of the unknowns in order to go forward. And that has to do with dealing with the truth. Dealing with your inner self, your spiritual self, and shining lights on them and not being scared anymore. A lot of people go through a lot of time and energy avoiding things because of fear than actually just dealing with it. You have some good things from your past that you can draw on. And now utilize that. We've learned a lot of things in our lives, and especially through mistakes. But now you have to use all of your experiences for your benefit. And I wish you acceptance, peace, and happiness.